Starting July 24th, some Social Security beneficiaries are in for a pretty shocking change. Half of their checks could be slashed. Yes, cut in half. I've got the article right here, and I'll bring it up on screen for you in just a moment so you can see it for yourself. But before we dive in, let's break down exactly what's going on and, more importantly, why this is happening, because this is serious, and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Now don't panic. This doesn't apply to everyone. In fact, it's actually a pretty small percentage of beneficiaries being affected. But even though it's a small group, this change is huge for those folks. It's disruptive, it's frustrating, and I honestly don't think enough people know this is coming. And it's not a one-time thing either. This is a rolling situation, which means it starts July 24th, but more and more people will be impacted as the days go by. The people who are getting hit with this 50% cut, they're the ones who were informed of an overpayment from Social Security. I'll show you exactly what the article says, but essentially, back in March there was an announcement about garnishing benefits. Initially, it was going to be 100% of the check. Yeah, everything. That caused an uproar. Then on April 25th, an emergency memo went out within Social Security saying, okay, never mind, not 100%, we'll do 50% instead. Better than everything, sure, but still a major blow compared to the previous garnishment rate of just 10%. So, here's what that means. If someone got a notice on April 25th about an overpayment and hasn't responded or resolved it within 90 days, they're going to start seeing 50% of their benefits taken, starting July 24th. And if you got the notice on April 26th, then it's July 25th, April 27th, July 26th. You get the idea. Every single day that ticks by adds more people to the list. That's what we mean by rolling timeline. Now again, this isn't everyone. It's only about 1% of beneficiaries, but that still amounts to a few million people, so yeah, it's a big deal. If you were told about an overpayment before March 28th, you're safe at that 10% garnishment rate. That doesn't change. You're not jumping to 50%. This new 50% rate only affects people who were told April 25th or later. And yes, unfortunately, many people probably don't even know this is about to hit them. Now let me clear something up, because I know many of you have asked. If you're on SSI, you're not affected by this 50% garnishment rule. You're protected. No matter when you're informed of an overpayment, March, April, July, it doesn't matter. SSI beneficiaries are locked in at that 10% garnishment rate across the board. But if you're on SSDI or getting retirement, spousal, or survivor benefits, then yes, you're included in the group that could be hit with this 50% deduction, depending on your situation. It's frustrating, it's stressful, and honestly, it's just not right. But it's happening, and I want you to be prepared, not surprised. Before we jump into the article itself, I have to take a moment and give a huge shout out to Peter R. Peter, I'm going to spare myself trying to say your last name again. I hope you understand. Peter recently reached out to that awesome team of trusted Medicare advisors I talk about often. He dropped me a comment to say how they helped him find a better plan, answered all his questions, and ended up saving him a bunch of money. That's what it's all about. So if you haven't reached out yet, I highly recommend you do what Peter did, join him and over 3,000 other folks in this community who've connected with that team. Whether it's a supplement plan, Medigap, Part D, Medicare Advantage, or if you're turning 65 or retiring soon, they've got you covered. They go through all the options out there, and trust me, there are a lot to help find the best one that works for you. Best of all, it's 100% free. No catch. No sales pitch. Just help. And once you do, come back here and leave me a comment. Use the word chapter in it. That's the keyword I look for. I'd love to give you a shout out in a future video just like I did for Peter. Okay, let's bring up that article now so we can walk through it together, line by line. There's a lot to unpack, and I want to make sure you're fully in the loop. Like I said earlier, this isn't about fear, it's about awareness. I'm here to inform, to break this stuff down, and to help you make sense of what can feel like a very confusing and overwhelming system. And hey, if you've got any questions about this or your own situation, drop them in the comments. I'm here to help however I can. Whether it's clarifying these rules, helping you navigate your benefits, or just pointing you in the right direction, don't hesitate to reach out. And before you go, please consider hitting that big red subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton, and you'll stay up to date on all the latest developments like this one. Give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with anyone you know who might be impacted by this. Parents, neighbors, friends, even that coworker who always forgets their Medicare deadlines. Thanks again for being here. Be sure to check out some of the other videos I've got selected for you either in the description or popping up on your screen right now. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.